everyone, Angela here. I have a special treat for you guys today. There are four plants on this table that I have not managed to kill yet, but they are slowly dying. And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about why I'm killing them and what we can do to revive them. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with one that you guys have probably heard me talk about before. This is my Spearpoint or Spearhead Ivy. It's incredible, right? But I have brought this back from the brink of death. I think this is my fourth time. So I know my issue is watering. I have it sitting in a north face window. It's with two other ivies and they are happy as can be. So my issue is either, I should say, it's either water or soil. So what I'm gonna do to remedy this guy, first there's a couple dead leaves, I'm gonna trim them off, and then I'm gonna repot him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take him down a pot size, depending on the root ball, but probably take it down a pot size. And then I'm gonna check to see, this soil is pretty heavy almost. So I'm thinking I might need to have it be a little bit better draining soil. Maybe add some perlite to the mixture, because I noticed that sometimes there's some like mold that sits on top. So mold is not always a bad thing if it's like fungus, like a mushroom, right? But otherwise, if it's in, like this is in our bathroom, so it's humid, and it might not be drying out well enough at the top, but I don't know, that could be completely wrong. So I kind of went around in a full circle there. Anyways, I'm gonna take it out, see what the soil looks like, and then pot it up again. So in a little bit smaller pot. Maybe not terracotta, I might go plastic this time around. So I know what happens with this guy. Like I said, he gets dried out and he gets crispy and then all the leaves fall off. So I know this is a lack of water or water retention issue. So that's what I'm gonna do for this guy. And we will pray again for like the fifth time, oops, I'm dropping soil everywhere, that he survives. So number two, if you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should, Angela_growing_roots, last week or the week before, I cut off this leaf. So this plant, this is my Moonshine Sansevieria, and I had it, this is a baby that I brought to my office, and I went on vacation, and when I came back, the leaf was like, blah, and it had totally drooped and died. And that was a result of overwatering. And I know this because I watered on Monday when I got into the office, and then before I went on vacation on Wednesday, I watered it again, and I didn't think anything of it. And anyways, I know that's the problem, so I cut off that dead, dying leaf because it was like so wilty. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, you can't really see, it's not very good, but you can tell when a Sansevieria has had too much water because it gets these linear striations and it looks like it's drying up, but that's actually the opposite of what's happening. It's waterlogged. And so I can tell that all of these leaves are damaged, but I brought it home immediately. I took it out of that soil and I could see that all of the little roots were dead. They were gone, non-existent, root rot. And so I repotted it up and I'm going to water this very sparingly. I put it in almost a full cactus mix. And I always put, what is that, orchid bark up top because I like the look of that better. But anyways, I water this probably once a month now is gonna be my plan until the roots get going again. This is gonna take a little bit longer to revive from this disaster, but I can already tell like he's firm, okay? So when I brought him home and repotted him, I don't know, a week or two ago, he was really wobbly and loose and I can already tell that this main leaf has firmed up. So success. Okay. Number 2, 3. I can't even count today. The boys are outside, so pray with me that they don't come in like everyone else is so quiet. Anyways, okay, here's my Silver Frost Pepperomia. You guys know I love this guy so much. He sits up here in the south-facing window, gets lots of light. Bad news, got way too much light. It got dried out. I missed a watering. And with the amount of light that it gets, now it gets full day, but not direct light because we have a big tree here. Anyways, I missed a watering and total disaster. So you can see all of those leaves that are yellowing, right? They dried up and they are all going to fall off. And so this is sitting in pretty much, I think, a peat moss mixture. That's what the nursery, this is still the nursery pot that I bought it in because it just works. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna trim off all of the yellow leaves at the base. So they aren't good to me anymore. I don't need them. They're just sucking energy from the plant, and I really just want the plant to focus on new growth. So I'm gonna cut all of those off. Not today with you guys, that will take too long. I just wanna tell you how I'm gonna remedy this. So I'm gonna do that, and then also I will probably cut off all of these blooms too. They're cute, but they aren't like beautiful in my opinion. And like I said, I really want the plant to put its energy into the roots and making sure that it's healthy going into winter here. So we're in, what is this? I don't even know what month it is. September. It's September. So I'm gonna probably cut off all the yellow leaves and the blooms. And if you don't know, I made a video about this, but at nighttime, the blooms smell like cucumbers. So if you have one of these, you have to smell it at night. Sounds so silly, but it's a really sweet fragrance. I mean, you have to get up in there. It's not just gonna like smell as you walk through the room, but there's new growth in here. I mean, I didn't destroy the plant. I know I don't have to worry about the roots, but I still aesthetically, right, I wanna take off the yellowing leaves. I'll cut down the blooms because they're probably gonna die here anyways. And then just make sure that it's happy and healthy going into winter. Okay, so number 4, I'm trying to like keep the pace up. How am I doing, guys? Okay, look at this. Okay, cute. This is my Pelea Pepperomioy, maybe. You guys know I'm so bad at names. I know that's the name. I'm just bad at pronouncing it. Anyways, I've gone through so much with this plant, and it's still alive. It's not thriving. I have all this new growth. You can see like the shiny leaves, right? They're doing okay, but the plant looks sparse. Now, number 1, the reason the plant looks sparse is because there's a couple dead stems that are missing leaves, and that is because Steve, the chocolate lab, who is sleeping over there on the floor, he ate them. I don't know what else to tell you. He didn't eat them. He broke them off. Like, he gets sassy sometimes, and I think he snaps at it when he walks by. So I might need a new location for this plant. And then also, this plant really was thriving when I had it underneath a grow light. And watered it more frequently. So I'm thinking that I might move it to a place that has a little bit more sun than it's currently getting. It's in a corner, it's a brightly lit corner, I'm looking at it over there. But it doesn't get any kind of direct sun. It's very, very, very indirect. And so I might bump up the light and the watering as I add more light to it so it doesn't get dried out. But really, I mean, we're not droopy. All of the leaves like are very firm, which is the first time that I've actually had super firm leaves on this and stems. So that makes me really happy. So I know that some of this is going really well. I had this plant in my office, and it's at home, obviously, with me now. And it's not dead, but Steve is a problem, and I think like I said, lighting is an issue. So anyways, I tried to be quick here, but I hope that these were helpful tips for you guys. Sometimes just kind of talking through the plant and like what requirements it needs and what it's currently getting. Sometimes that can help you kind of troubleshoot what the issue might be. And really, for me, plants are all about trial and error and getting to know them. And plastic pots versus terracotta, and artificial versus natural lighting, and all of these things can make it really complicated, and I'm not into that. I want my plants to be something that's fun and rejuvenating for me, re-energizing. And so it's a process, it's a journey, and I love when you guys give me tips below, like in the comments, right? Or if you connect with me on Instagram, because it's all about the plant community. I'd rather learn from you and your experiences and talking through with you, and some of my own experiences, but like reading, right? Anyways, okay, I'll stop rambling. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you made it through this whole video, you are a rock star. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, please. I should say that at the beginning, but I never do. But I'm just here for you guys, and mostly for me. This is therapeutic. But I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.